Southern California, the home of surf and pristine beaches, epic road trips and the vast Pacific Ocean. The diversity of scenery, towns and experiences are sure to blow you away. So come with me on this, at times intergalactic adventure, as I take in everything SoCal has to offer, from its impressive national parks to the vibrant cities in between, and find out which natural event I got to see that ticked off an item on my bucket list I never thought I'd get to realise, and you can too. This is a trip of a lifetime, and I want to show you why. Welcome to Laguna Beach. Located about an hour south from Los Angeles, Laguna Beach is home to some of the most beautiful beaches in California, if not in the world. It's also a sanctuary for wildlife. I loved watching the pelicans as they congregated on the seashore, and the call song of this little guy right here. Laguna Beach has such a laid-back, small-town vibe to it, and it's just the perfect place to start the trip, soak in the sun, and admire the impressive views all around. Next up, we headed 15 minutes further down the coast to the town of Dana Point. Now, this town is the capital of California for seeing one particular mammal, but we'll come to that soon enough. First, it was time for lunch. California is pricey, but there's plenty of places that have offers on. I took advantage of a Taco Tuesday for this place, and the food and drink was spot on. We then headed over to Dana Point Harbour, and this place is just ideal for relaxing and unwinding, watching the yachts and sailboats come by, and also admiring some of the town's non-human residents. And now for my big bucket list moment. Dana Point is the whale watching capital of California, so I wasn't going to let this moment pass by. There are boats that leave about 3 times a day throughout the year, and I've put a link in the description below so you can book onto one of these tours. On Tuesdays, the day that I went, this particular firm offers half-price tickets, which meant that tickets were $35 for a 2-hour sailing. I set sail on the 2:30 PM excursion. My hopes weren't too high that I would see anything, as the captain explained that the 2 earlier crossings hadn't seen much at all. There just aren't any guarantees that any sea life, whales included, will be spotted on any of the sailings. But 15 minutes into our trip, our hopes were raised when dolphins started swimming near and alongside.
The boat, down the side comes right up at me. That's really intelligent. The market squid. And they will that tone of their lips and their whistle.
Then, what I'd been waiting to see. My hopes realised. Sightings of humpback and fin whales right there in their natural habitat as we sailed by.
That's the humpback whale.
I think it's hit.
Hey guys, he is actually upside down.
That's crazy.
He's upside down right now. And they're rolling around.
After this incredible, emotional and once-in-a-lifetime experience, it was time to start heading back to the shore. To finish off the day, we headed up to LA and visited the Getty Center, a free museum set amidst beautiful gardens and landscapes. We then capped off this amazing day by catching golden hour at the Griffith Observatory. With sweeping panoramic views of the City of Angels, this place is perfect to watch the last embers of sunlight fade away and admire the cityscape below. The next day, we headed down to California's border city, San Diego, and we took a walk along the promenade, taking in the sights and sounds of this cool city. Along the harbour, we took in some of the sights of America's maritime history, including USS Midway, which served as the longest serving aircraft carrier for the United States during the 20th century, lasting for the entire duration of the Cold War. We ended our day in San Diego in Little Italy and of course with pizza. Now don't shoot me down, I went for Hawaiian. I'm definitely a pineapple on pizza type of guy. Another day, and this time we moved over to Anaheim for a date with the world's most famous mouse. Yep, we're in Disneyland. But there was pretty much only one thing that I was at Disneyland for, and that's Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars themed area within the park. As a Star Wars fan, this place is phenomenal. Excuse the pun, but it genuinely is out of this world. You can interact with droids and characters from the franchise. And even if you're not a fan, you can't help but be overawed by how realistic the land is. The theming, the clothes, the food and drink, and even how the cast members interact is all on point.
I wonder if they're going to start talking.
One of the big rides here is Smuggler's Run, where you'll have the opportunity to fly the Millennium Falcon itself. The ride queue is all part of the experience, with character interactions and mini shows built in. Then, riding the Millennium Falcon itself truly is an experience that any die-hard Star Wars fan must do. Okay, so I'm not going to become a Jedi Knight anytime soon. Moving on, it was fantastic to be able to see much loved characters like R2-D2 and Chewbacca amongst others as we moved along the park.
Let's see what this blue milk tastes like.
After trying some blue milk, which was tastier than it looked, we headed over to the Rise of the Resistance ride. Now, I'm not exaggerating here, this is genuinely the best ride I've ever been on. The queue will be long, but it is worth it. It's the most immersive ride that I've ever seen. No expense has been spared. It really is the ultimate experience for both the casual and die-hard Star Wars fan. It's nearly the end of our Disney day, but it wasn't all Star Wars. We finished up in the California Adventure Park and took in the light show, which finished the night off. It was now my final day, and it was time for a trip east to Joshua Tree National Park. This is an ultimate American road trip destination. Situated in the desert, this natural wonder is full of unique boulders that are visually striking, while also providing some cool climbing and hiking opportunities. That pretty much brings an end to my Southern California adventure. A few other destinations that I visited are popping up on the screen right now. There's so much to see in this state, from natural wonders to the big city life. If you're planning a trip here, you are sure to love it. My next trip is never too far away, so please hit the subscribe and the like button below. It really helps me to carry on creating content like this. Thanks for watching.